Okay, where are we, Jamie?
South Dakota.
South Dakota. Get the TV?
Yeah,
I'll get a picture of you. I can do you.
I can do me.
We're outside.
Okay, good, thanks.
That's what they're going to harvest this year, and then they'll fill in these. They'll be red. I don't know. Is that a wolf or a fox?
Well, no, this is a fox. It's either a wolf or a coyote. We have a lot of coyotes. See, the coyote is all the time. And coyotes, we see them around here now all the time. Farmers have a terrible time keeping coyotes away from the calves. They will go and keep the coyote away.
Yeah.
What if...
Horses didn't come in there. They got hay in the barn.
What's the red one? Get one with the still camera.
Oh.
Did they have these changed? Did they have those?
I was just noticing the...
Let me see what we used to have. Big lights way over the street lights all over here. That went way over. They took them off and put all this kind in now.
That's cute. You don't like these as much?
I don't think they like it.
But you owe me 4.
I don't. 3.
Some of their own habitats, Indian beds.
You gotta find New York.
What do you do?
You gotta find New York.
Where?
All these tables have different ones, and all the flags are up there have different state flags. You gotta find the state of New York flag. That's not it. James? Choose, you write your name. Hey, who's that guy that wrote right above you there? message? What message are you gonna write?
Corny. Pretty corny, see, I told you. Oh my god, look at this person up.
I don't got it.
You don't need to. Love it, great, it's magnificent. Right here.
Corny?
Yeah. Go put the date. Oh, Jay wrote the.
What's the date?
That's good now. Oh, Jay wrote the date. That's okay. All right, you're done. You wrote the date. Good.
You know where J. Jean is? Do you know which one is our flag, Jim? I know what one that is right there. New Hampshire.
Here, I got one.
That's a hobby.
Yeah.
Jamie.
Got one.
What is J. Jean getting?
He got
Don't
himself.
that fit in there?
Probably. Thanks.
Should ask for a bigger set.
He got a puzzle to keep himself busy in the car. Jean, you have to sign your name here, bud.
What'd you get?
You sign under Jamie's.
I'll show you.
I don't understand that.
Makes me want to count a cow.
Let Jean sign it. It's under Jamie. Yeah, I know.
Is that corn?
Where would the end?
Ohio.
New York. Here we go. Samantha, right here.
My pocket?
No, I haven't yet.
Good.
Jay, come here. I want to show you a picture.
Time now for opening market news for you this morning. It's brought to you by Northwest Vet Supply. Northwest Vet Supply in Parkston is your one source for complete animal health care. They feature 5 veterinarians and offer both. Take a look at this opening.
Is that the farm?
Market here this morning. So far, been a very quiet week. In the
What's the horse's name?
areas.
Champ.
Maybe
Champ.
not too surprising. We had feedlots pretty bullish coming off last week. Of course, we moved
Okay.
continuing to see bids where they've been 68 and 108. There was some activity at 67, 68, and 108 yesterday. That's where the bids
That's
are.
Great Grandpa Schrader.
Most cattle, meanwhile, are $2 above those levels.
Yeah.
Price that way.
And who's the other fellow?
Continues to be
I don't know.
a lackluster affair. The Wagner livestock and the bull trade down at Wagner yesterday from 38 to 40.
Will this help?
Some of the later
So,
sales in the country.
did you find the wolf?
Coyote, yeah.
Volume, it looks like it's
Took a picture.
Did you? Oh, which ones was I wanting you to look at in here? Oh, this is our confirmation.
Point to Elsie, John. Okay.
And you was talking about
Got it?
Yeah.
Kay and Champ.
Okay. Miss Kay and her friends, it looks like.
Yeah. Let's see. This one was her favorite. Well, this one was too, but she moved away. Marlene, Lois, and Kay.
Yeah.
Am I?
Is that dollar?
Yes. Yeah.
Look at German.
Yeah, there's the.
We'll be back with another update on markets coming up at 9:45. Right now, we need to get a report from Ray.
Cows.
Show livestock.
Cattle?
This I think was taken the same time I had that first Schrader reunion.
That's Walter's mom and dad.
We had that one on you. Took
Yep.
a picture. I've got one in the barn though. This looks like Ray. Looks like Ray and Tyler.
That's
Where's his dad?
Right here.
Okay.
You saw that one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I know that other picture is in here.
That's my mother?
Mm-hmm.
It looks like her.
Oh,
Looks like me.
oh, you found that?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
picture of it too.
Oh.
Look at that. What does that look like? Looks like me. Doesn't it?
I'll hold it up there so I can get a picture of it. Further away.
See, did you see that one?
I've got one like that
Have
too.
you?
Yeah. It's one of my favorite pictures.
Mine too. That's all right. You don't need to bark at them at all.
Hi, Taffy.
There's a bucking.
There's your toes. Oh, okay. Oh, up over there. Okay. Now we want to pick good ones from the tree and the big ones. Where's Jana?
She's just finishing up loading the trunk. Boy, look at all the apples on the ground.
Bud! Be quiet!
There's a few apples on the ground.
Isn't that terrible? That's your job. I wish you were here to help pick them off. That's your
That's what we're here for. We'll do it.
job to do. And some that are nice and hard.
What about these yellow ones? Should we get those?
We can get a couple of them that are hard. Some that are not quite right. Like here.
Taffy!
Oh, look at here. Take a picture of that.
Oh yeah, boy, that's a lot of...
Oh,
Where?
one fell off too.
Where?
Right here, just all yellow.
Oh, yeah. So, like, we should pick the orange ones. This guy? Oh, those guys?
It's all right, but it's one that isn't going to keep long up for you on the trip. I want some that are not, that are just kind of pinkish. How many do you want? Well, we're getting, I'm trying to, on the bottom are the ones, the top ones you'll have to eat first.
Okay.
There's one.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
put these in the car.
Nice. There's a lot. This?
yeah, that's good. Rip that one too.
You want a red one? Where's mine?
Yeah,
Right.
they're just a little bit too ripe. They aren't going to last in the car. It's getting too ripe. I think this is about what will.
Because there's some
Oh,
really yellow ones.
But there's big yellow ones down here. And I don't think the kids don't eat them at all.
What?
Look at, take a picture of her trying to get that tomato out of there.
Kathy come in here?
No, she don't come in.
She knows not to.
But she was working at that tomato.
Kathy!
She comes
No,
over here and
no.
looks to see which one she can get. She's always over here.
Look how squat she is.
I can't lift that tail. See, look at that tail.
Kathmeister!
And then we have this condition
Kathy!
area.
Kathy! Kathy!
I'll get it up.
Kathy!
And then we have those.
A lot of dog food in the back of the tree, especially.
These here, we'll just put in the wheelbarrow. You can haul them over. But we have to have somebody with muscle to do it.
There's some good ones.
Yeah, I'm just going in the back.
Did you want to turn it off for a second?
That's been the handiest little wheelbarrow. Like your hand.
I don't think so.
That's the only hard one. All right. Say go.
Go.
Look where I said. That was right.
Ready? Go.
I still did. Ready? No. No, no, no. Go.
Go.
Did you slip on that one? Huh? Did you slip on that one? No.
Now look at Jay, I want to take your picture.
What's he got?
Froggy.
Leave him alone, Jay.
I had him off. There you go.
Hey, there's a bunch of them
Here, Jay, take our picture down the tube.
there. Jay, right here.
Jay.
Jay, that
Second,
one.
I will.
Jay, I got one. Come on. Thanks.
Thanks for what?
I just was like, look at that little one. Jay, look at that baby. Oh my God. You should have seen that baby. It was like this big.
Did you get a picture of it coming into the entrance?
Oh, great, there one is. See, look at that baby one, Jay.
All right, guys, we gotta go back.
What's that, guys? Come here. Come here. Come here, guys. I want to show you this baby. Hard to catch. Okay, fine, I'll catch that one.
Jamie, come on.
I gotta catch this baby.
No, come on now.
How about Jay go first?
Come on, come on, come on. Step on it. There you go. All right, come on, Jay. You just step over. Smells like birdies.
Do you want us to wait for you?
Look at her run.
Do you want us to wait for you? Or can I just run back?
Go ahead.
Can I take pictures here, Jay? Does it work?
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll let you do it. You're better.
I looked, oh,
Hey, yeah, I can get them.
Brian, I'll have Jay put those in the trunk when we... Jay can carry them.
Low ones right here.
can you get them?
Yeah.
Or if you get them,
What do you see?
he said he can get them out.
Now it's shooting.
See all them? That's that. See, like, yeah. There's actually more. There's one more.
Ow.
See?
There's going to be a lot of parrots up here too. They look pretty good. I can't imagine who would have theirs.
Wow, there are a lot.
Yeah, there are a lot
It's
of
loaded.
they're quite a ways from being done, being ready though, yeah. Because they should change color.
This is pears here?
Oh, mosquitoes.
How far is Mitchell?
About 50 miles.
Just as easy to go back or go west of the corner.
When we go back.
Like I'm gonna.
can get her. Hey, Jean. What? Trying to get a piece of what? Grandma. Oh. Grandma.
Look, see if you can see it under there. While you're here.
Grandma, you come here for a second.
Oh, did you get his picture?
I did, yep.
You should go on my little Ford, but there's so many weeds around there.
You come here for a second.
J. Jean, go put this in the front seat of the car.
It did when you put it there. And you see that front part is a hay lift. He bailed.
Because the key's in here.
Yeah, but it won't start because it has no battery. But it'd have to be fixed, but it's an antique is what it is. It's an antique co-op tractor.
Try to turn the key.
It isn't going to do nothing.
I know, but... Rusted up?
Rusty, yeah. I could get some WD-40 and put on it. At least it would get that loose. But see, the co-op, that's a real antique. They haven't made them for a lot of years, and nobody kept theirs either.
Well, John has told us stories about how Walt used to put her-in-law and Ray on the front of that and lift them up.
Yes.
One of her favorite stories.
Grandpa said they never told you.
No. No, until later. That's when I hear this.
Yeah.
And Lon and Johnny, no, and Ray. Ray was way out in that field, just about to town. And he had left his tractor out there. He came home and got the pickup. And Lon went along. And so there had to be somebody to drive the pickup and somebody to drive the tractor. That's what Lon did. Yeah. And he was coming right through here when Loretta thought he was going to run over everything. Well, let's get the time we're going. Otherwise, we're going to have to skip the dinner tonight.
What do we need to do?
I got to get the bucket.
The water one?
Oh no, actually stay away from that one, hon. I think he uses it. Come away. Here we have Jay, the hero.
Yes, because Jonna wouldn't do it.
Jay, the hero.
Donna, can I have a Coke?
Going to knock the wasp and we're all going to run.
Wait, can I have a Coke now?
Everybody get ready to run.
Yep. We are. Not bad. Looking good.
It's a good apple.
That's cool, Bill.
Well, where'd you pick this one?
That's that harvest apple. That's the only tree that has them on too. They did, and then that little jelly apple. There's some on that, but
Isn't that one tree that's a little big apple? Big apple?
no, that's the ones they took. They're gone.
Jay, what's it mean when a brown square is flashing in there?
It's batteries running down.
So still,
There's about 5 alive still in there.
don't go near there, Grandma.
Oh, I'm not going here. I'm ready to go.
And next time you come on, I come out with another can.
Yeah. See, I see a couple of them flying.
Yeah.
Wait till these pull them first. Yeah. Behind the tree.
Somebody will take that too.
Yeah. That's the first time that's happened. Well, they sure. Here, I told you to do that.
What?
Grandma, can I get it in?
This is where I had Goldie in this pen.
We've got something. Forget it, Walt.
Got some good looking grapes in there.
They make real good juice. They make good
Hold this.
jelly too. I can make some jelly out of it. Small. It's real purple. Be a little long. No, we got what we want. Are there any down there?
No.
Is that tree that Goldie used to like knock?
This is my pen where Goldie was. The old dead tree is gone.
It was your last one.
Was it? Bring the bag over, Jean.
This isn't quite ready either. The rest of them can all just wait a while. That'll be enough to make some juice.
Some on the other side.
I bet there are too. There's probably some riper ones on the other side too.
Got up to go look.
Are they ripe?
No, just a few of them.
I don't know.
And screaming and yelling.
Thought there's a real bug on his neck.
Yeah, she's like, ew, what's that nasty thing? Neck. Like, get out. And you see his neck real hard. Watch. Come on. Get it out. Got him really hard.
I think we got enough.
Where's your mother?
Right over there.
Well, else you pick those, make wine out of them.
Yeah. We've had grape juice from them.
But you all used to make grape juice out of them, make good juice.
Jay,
What?
did you use all the spray?
No.
There's a lot left.
Yes.
Good.
Why?
I don't know. It's just stuck on there.
How are the grapes?
Good.
But I used to mow all that, and over there where that pail is, that pail of hay, I used to mow all that up.
Would you use the...
Well, I got a snapper mower back in there.
Oh, yeah?
They're good power mowers. It's that back over there, but never been used this year.
Oh, that's right. I saw it over there.
Pardon?
I saw it over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I used to use it before I got sickness. If you'd mow all this, in the spring and keep it down, of course you're going to mow it right down, but you got to go over it a couple of times. That's the power mower right over there. The pump, I mean, not mower.
Oh, the pump. Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
That's the power pump over there.
Yep.
where that...
Well, she planted a tomato too out there in the garden. I wonder if it's growing.
Oh, this year she did?
Well, sure, she did here some time ago, several days ago. The garden is way back over there, you know. That's where all the garden is.
Yep.
Potatoes and everything, and then she did plant. Oh, maybe a week and a half or so. She planted one or two tomatoes over there. Wonder if they're growing or tall or what.
John wants me to go over here for a minute. I will, okay.
Years ago, when we started these trees, there was a corn picker sitting there. We didn't think about moving the corn picker, and so the corn picker grew into the tree, and it's still there.
Oh, that's what she's looking at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what she called you.
I'll go over and take a look at it.
Yeah, if you want, if it looks like you don't want to get a picture, why you can take it too.
Fitted the corn picker. The last piece of machinery left. There used to be a bunch of stuff in this field. Letting out the seeds go. Here. The dog's tied.
What was in there?
This is where Dollar was tied up all the time. I lost Grandma. Let's go talk to Grandma.
You told you I don't know the difference.
And that's what's left of the barn.
Yeah, and I've looked. It'd be on that side is where the machinery, where the harness and stuff would be.
On the other side?
Yeah.
About the middle. About the middle.
Middle of the barn?
What was that little trailer there?
That's Walt's trailer. He used to haul grain in it. And those trees have all just come up there. Look how big they are. Before you could see the barn, now you can't see it for trees.
Yeah, I don't remember the trees.
There weren't any trees there. They started by themselves.
So what year did you move here?
When we bought it, when Johnny was, let's see, he would have been 4 or 5 years old. Kay was born. When she was born, we already lived here. So we bought it.
She was born here?
She was born in Alpena, but this is where we lived when she was born.
So where did you live with
Johnny?
John? Yes.
John Ray was born in oh shucks, where was it? My sister lived at that, not Ramona. He was born at my sister's place at Coleman.
And where were you living at the time?
And we were living on the Meyer place, south. And I'll show you that place too.
Okay.
And we have pictures of that.
Of that old
That farm.
over there?
And from there, we bought this. And then we moved here. So then we started kind of regular like this place. It's supposed to be good land.
Yeah. Was it?
It was better than there.
Was it? Right now they have corn. What else is growing?
Corn and winter wheat. Winter wheat we have most everywhere. That's winter and spring wheat is about what I plant. have planted here. Like last year, only had a little bit, and the rest all drowned it out.
This was where the wolf used to come?
Right here, right there, he would, that's the first place I saw him, when he was out here by these trees. And I went out and I thought, oh, a dog. At that time I didn't have one. And I called him every name I could think of. Just looked at him. And then he'd go through those trees, and you'd never see him again. But then I got a pan, and I put a pan out here. I put some food there, and in the morning he'd be gone, so he had come. And once in a while you'd see him, and I'd just watch him from that window. See what he would do if I put feed out there. He'd just walk around it, around it, around it. Before he'd smell it, and then he'd leave it, and then he'd come back and smell it again. And he was real touchy. He wasn't going to eat that first. He was always that way. And there's where I had the pickup right by that side of the house. And I walked around there to go to the granary. And that's when he surprised me.
He was close to the house at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was hot.
Yeah.
And there was shade behind that pickup. And he sure got up in a hurry, but he just stood there. He wouldn't budge. His hair stood up, and this is my part of the country here.
Yeah. He'd staked it out as his territory.
Yeah, that's right. And I just nicely turned around and come back to the house. After that, I watched real close, because if I had run into him, he would have taken me too.
Yeah.
Like he was just wild. So. But we had the storm here, just this last winter, after the first of the year, and it was a real heavy snow and wind, real blizzard. And that's what took all these trees and all those trees down too.
Yeah, I was noticing. The big one over here.
Yeah, it ruined an awful lot of it.
Was it an ice storm or?
Yeah,
Yep.
ice and sleet, and a blizzard.
Now you planted this windbreak out here?
Yeah.
Was that after the 30s then?
Mm-hmm.
The government encouraged everybody to plant windbreak?
Yeah, trees, because you see, we had no trees anyplace. So everybody planted trees. Then you had to have an agreement with the government, you see, that you'd leave them so many years. But they should have never put that on. They should have made it forever.
Right.
Because a lot of these farmers, big farmers, what they've done is cut them down and farm the land. And which isn't good for the country. You need trees. The country needs, trees are real valuable.
And it keeps the wind down so that you don't get the topsoil blowing away again like in the 30s.
Right.
That was the point, I guess.
Well, in the 30s, this all dried up here, right?
Oh, yes, we didn't have anything in the dirty 30s.
So how'd you survive here?
I had a couple barrels that I planted vegetables around. That's where, and I canned everything that, you can raise a lot around a barrel. And that's what I canned. What the cattle ate was thistles. Only thistles. Yeah. That's a weed, and a stickery one. But if you get it, if you stack it when it's a little on the green side, then it don't get that stickery for the winter, and the cattle would eat it.
Oh, okay.
How'd you keep everything wet? How'd you water the
We had a well.
barrels?
Now your well didn't dry up.
No. We always had a well.
Is that the same well right there?
No, I had a new one drilled here.
Is that the
Not
well
that
that was out there then?
No, that's a different one.
Okay.
That one just watered the hogs.
Okay.
You had to pump it.
Okay. What was the most cattle you had here?
Oh, about 50.
50?
I didn't have that much pasture. We never did have that much pasture.
Farmed it all.
Yeah.
Corn or?
It always had been mostly farmed. But this is the old house that still has always been here.
Now how many pigs would you have at a time?
Oh, we weren't the biggest farmers. Probably, if we had 40, 50. We just have a few sows that have pigs, but we never had a lot of them.
So was that just to sustain your family, or did you sell some of them too?
Yeah, we'd sell it for our own living. That's what you thought.
Yeah.
You were going to, all you did then was to see that you made a living.
Right. Well, John said he used to help with the pigs.
Oh, yes. He used to milk cows too.
Milk the cows?
He put up a lot of hay too. Johnny worked when he was quite young. Run tractor. And
you have to learn to help real young.
That's right.
Well, it's getting hot out here.
Yes.
This is a picture of Dollar's little doghouse.
Yes. And Dollar was that big. Can you imagine him crawling in that little hole?
I always wondered how he did it.
You know, everybody thought that was funny. But you see, he had a long enough chain, and I'd tie him, and he'd stay right there by the doghouse. Somebody'd come, and they'd walk on the porch. Then he'd come around this way and get behind them, and he had them trapped. He was mean. He would have taken any of them, too. Yeah, so we had a lot of them when they get to the door. They just open the door and jump in because the dog was right behind them.
Well, we always avoided them. But I remember the last year or so that he was around, he befriended us and let us start petting him. It was like a dramatic change in, I guess he finally got to know us, maybe.
I think so, too. Oh, there's a lot of work. Cleaning up needs to be done. Last year, you'd come last year, we had it all cleaned. Oh, everything. Then I had to clean the house and everything, but I didn't clean it this year.
Well, it's sure nice to be here.
Well, our kids are still on the haystack.
You might have to drag them off.
That orange shirt all the time.
We're having races.
I was wondering if that guy was out here with that tractor, do you know?
I didn't hear or see any movement.
I don't either. I would like to know.
Should I go fetch the kids?
Yeah.
Whistle.
Can't whistle.
I can't either.
That's about the best I can do.
Hereditary because Brigitte can't whistle either.
And I have tried.
Well, I can whistle a little. Brigitte can't whistle a little. There's something in the genes. Jamie can do it both ways. It's a good whistle. Show your tongue. For years, he was so frustrated. Finally, he trained himself by sticking his finger in there, sharpened to curl his tongue. How do you snap the hood? Right here?
Yeah, pull it. Pull it.
Good. Let's put the grates in. Yeah. Now, do you have the lid for the raise?
Why don't you just set that on the porch, Jay, and then we'll leave it here.
Okay.
Either on the porch or you could set it in the ranchero too. Is that open? Well, I thought it been open. What?
Let Jay do it.
That didn't do nothing.
So the house all locked up for
Something to eat.
Straight? Still?
Right. Yeah, right. Go right ahead.
Go straight.
It's not on. Mom, you should get there.
There's a mile road over here.
It's like every day you pass your house to get to it.
The fields are all different.
Sunflower.
So this is where you grew up?
Yeah.
Oh, more bills.
We should be by
Right here, here's a
the
road.
road pretty soon.
Yeah, there's a road right here.
And then there was a place in there, and that is where, when Johnny was born, that we were that we lived.
Over here?
Yeah.
Should I turn or?
Just the trail.
There was another truck behind us.
I certainly never saw it. All I saw was dust.
There's another one. Hamburger Lake in our home farm.
Right out here?
What happened to it? Right, rained. It finally dried up and then drained. But they finally got a permit to drain it out. It should run that way. So that's where it went. They put that dam there to stop some of it. My folks my dad had a terrible time with that guy. At that time, he wouldn't let him dig, and Dad and our whole place was getting flooded.
Should we turn right here? Up here?
Let's see, by that mailbox, we'll see what it looks like in there.
I can't get a good view though.
Well, it might be the only view you get.
Yeah.
Guys,
But, oh,
they
this
show
looks
you
so
around
different.
here. Yep.
But I should be able to tell if the hen house is there.
This is where Grandma grew up. Now, is that your barn?
No, our barn burned, blew down in a storm. And then after they had bought it, it did that. And they built a new one.
A ton of cars in here. All of them not registered.
Gee,
Station wagon.
collecting cars here. That must be an original building though, huh?
You think you know the people here?
You think that's an original building over there?
Somebody lives here now.
Wait, let's see. What's behind us? I can't see. Which one is that?
There's two like older buildings. Okay, tell them what that was.
That was a hen house that Dad built, my dad. But that's the only thing that I can see that was here. And these people are real messy, which you can see. I don't know. They become jumping.
All the cars up there, all those
This is where Grandma
cars
lived.
up there are the
This
same.
is where she grew up.
Yep, but it's all different. Been off of here a long time. And from that driveway, and then over here where I told you John was born, was raised anyway, the first years. And we used to have a car come in, and it'd come as far as that tree and back out again. We never did find out who did this. And we were scared if these girls were alone or something. Because he'd come in and back out without lights on. My dad went out, and the neighbor, Art Meyer, that lived over there, he tried to catch up with him. He chased him a half a mile this way, and then he got scared, and he would follow.
Oh my gosh.
But all these years, we never found out.
That's weird.
Yes, it was weird.
These were in these trees?
Yeah.
When was that?
Oh, it's years ago.
I know.
Oh, let's see.
Was it at the end near the road or the end near the house?
What?
The bee house was, the honey house, was it up here?
No, it was by the
Back-
buildings.
Yeah,
yes.
okay.
Right across from the house.
You want to go this way?
Yeah. It's a lot later than that. Yeah, we'll try the other road because
What do you got there?
I have the official watermelon.
The watermelon. Where'd Walt go? In the house? What is this game? What is this game you're playing? Volleyball.
This is my serving line.
This is my stuff.
No,
How do you play?
one right here is the middle. Your serving line is the center line.
How do you play this game?
This Gee, no.
Yeah. I have to surf from back there. You have to surf from right here.
No.
This is the line. Yeah.
Too little, hun. See?
On his head. I'll be anyways. Wherever, whenever.
I want this to be that line is it. So you, I gotta hit it over there. It's too short.
Ready?
This is a perfect one, so, and it's different because you see it has but it's a perfect crock.
It's a nice crock.
And I'd like her to have one. I gave Lon
I'd like to
and
have one.
Ray,
It's nice.
and so I'd like to have her have one. But they will crack. It,
Well,
not too much of a bump.
I've got a corner in the.
If you had a whole lot of
truck.
paper. I'll
You
get a
have
whole lot
any
of
paper?
new. Yes. Just a minute. I'll get you some.
So what's the temperature say over there?
What, 70?
Jay, come here. Let me show you a picture.
Lot Preston, time now for opening market news for you this morning. It's brought to you by Northwest Vet Supply. Northwest Vet Supply in Parkston is your one source for complete animal health care. They feature 5 veterinarians and offer both. Take a look at this opening.
Is that the farm?
Market here this morning. So far, been a very quiet week. In the
What's the horse's name?
areas.
Champ.
Yes, maybe
Champ.
not too surprising.
Not yet. I'm not exactly framing these pictures perfectly because I'm not looking through the viewfinder. I'm kind of watching where I'm stepping because there's a lot of livestock in here and bees and other things. What did?
I don't know whether there's sheep in that barn, but there's sheep around there.
Yeah, the barn's in great shape.
Well, the barn,
Jamie, you can run down there and look in the barn if you want to.
barn is in good shape. The Greeners is in good shape too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what happened. Now, maybe I told you about it some time ago, but somebody, well, that's several years ago now, but during the deer season, some guys, two guys, and I know who they were, but now, they were in the yard here having a little beer party or something, because there were beer cans laying around here. But anyway, it was during the deer season, and I suppose they saw a deer, because that one guy with a pickup backed up, hit that garage door.
Right here.
Caved it in. But that's how I found out who it was, because there was his end gate laying in there.
Evidence.
But since then, my Van Dyke's, the one that operates this, owns this place right here now. He has fixed that door.
So you were born here in 1914. You lived here all your life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, until Elsie and I got married, I've been in her place for, well, how long? Until we moved to Mitchell for a year or two.
Well, since 80.
After we got married, I lived at her place for a little while.
A racetrack?
Then we bought the place down in Mitchell. Of course, that's when we moved down there to Mitchell, where we live now.
So what kind of crops have you had here all these years?
Well, I'll tell you, this is good. Now, of course, there is a pasture out there, you know, several acres of pasture, and then we had this good wheat ground, and corn, and oats. Here's where I had the oats.
Did you go away to farm?
100 bushel oats this year, right here. I mean, not right here, but now wait a minute, it's not here. I've still got the quarter just north of this, and that's where my crop was.
You had 100 bushels of oats this year.
100 bushel oats and a good corn crop too.
Wow.
Corn crop, well, it was winter and spring wheat.
So your mother and dad came here. Now, where did they come from?
They lived south of Mitchell. Now, they lived on, my dad and also my dad lived on a farm there south of Mitchell, and so did my mother. And when then they got married, that's where they moved, right here. Not this looking house, but the house that had just 2 rooms in it, you see, at the time when they got married. And then in 1920 or so, they built this house. I mean, improved it.
Yeah. So when you were born here, it was just in the 2-room house?
Just a 2-room house.
And that 2-room house is still there. It's just built
well,
on.
it's still there, but it's underneath. It's in the middle of that house there.
Okay. Where did your mother and father come from before they moved to
my dad, as I said before, my dad's folks came from Switzerland. Then they moved to my dad's folks moved to Sebula, Iowa, which is right close to Davenport. See, and then from there they moved to a farm south of Mitchell. And so my mother, that's Rickard, her folks lived there too, within a mile of my dad's folks and my mother's folks. You see, that's where they got acquainted, and that's how they come up here. And I'll tell you what, my granddad bought this place to begin with, and that's how come they come over here. And you see that my dad bought it from his dad. That's how we got hold of the place.
And that was before 1914.
Well, yeah, before 1914, because that's when I was born, see.
Yeah. Well, how long did they live here before you were born? Do you know?
I think they moved here in 1910.
When did they get married?
Well, now wait a minute. Well, when they got married.
Then they moved here.
I think they moved here in 1910, probably. I think that's about it.
Well,
and then I was born here, and so, and then I have a sister that was born, and I was born here, and so was my sister. That's the size of the family.
Now, was your sister older than you or younger than you?
She is older. She was born in she was born in 14.
No.
No, wait a minute.
You were 14. She was either
Not
12
14,
or 13.
19, January 19,
12.
1st of January.
Must have been 12.
I just got a shock from the fence.
Did you?
Did? He just got a shock from that fence.
I
Well,
was leaning on it.
How did Jamie touch it without getting a
Yeah,
She was-
that's what
I was touching
she
both
was
of them.
born
is
in
what I was doing.
1910 and I was born in 1914. She was that much older.
4 years older.
And she was born in January, first day of January 1910.
Did you ever have any livestock on the farm?
Oh, we had livestock, sure.
And what'd you have?
Well, you see, we had all this pasture out here. Sure, we had cattle out here all the time.
You have horses?
We had, well, to begin with, sure, we had horses. Well, that's how we farmed.
Yeah.
We farmed with horses until my dad bought the 1914. No, wait, 20. He bought the farmhand tractor. That's 1920 is what it is. And that's the first tractor. Otherwise, it was all farmed with horses.
Tractor make it easier?
Oh, of course it is. Makes it a lot easier, and you didn't have all them horses to monkey around with either. But then after that, why, sure, then I got a E3 co-op tractor. That's what I farmed with. And of course, Elsie's got one in front of her place is that Ford. And in the Ford, I used it, and it's got a mower on it. Now, and it's sitting right there now.
Well, when you were a kid, what did you used to do for fun?
Fun? Oh, well, we used to. We had baseball out here a little bit. But I tell you, when I was a kid, we had a ball team. Guys up north here had this Carl Ramp had a ball team, and I used to play ball with him. We used to play ball in the neighborhood, like in the Sundays afternoons. And he got a team. I played with his team, and we played with some of the neighbors, different ones. Now, I wasn't watching the spring. No, I never played watching the spring. No, with a team like that. But this is just a neighborhood team.
And just out in the yards in the pasture, or
Pardon?
where did you play? Just in the yard or in the pasture, or?
Well, we played here some, but mostly, well, I had this 280s east of here, and one of them is grass, and we used to play over there. Most of when we would play here, or else we went up to Carl Rapids. He lived up northwest here, 4 or 5 miles, so we played it at his place too.
You lived here during the Dust Bowl days.
Oh, yes.
During the Depression, during the Dust Bowl days.
Oh yeah.
How did you survive?
Well,
They were lucky.
I'll tell you the only way we really survived in a way and kept the farm. My dad was a pretty good guy. He run for a county treasurer in this county right here. He was elected, and he was a county treasurer for one whole term, for 4 years.
That's what kept
And
them
that's
going.
how might say we kept going.
So he had income from that.
Yeah.
Well, sure.
Yeah. So nothing grew here, though. You had to.
Oh,
Where,
no,
well-
there was nothing grew.
Not in the 30s.
where did?
There was hardly anything. Well, nothing grew here. To spend anything. Well, because we had grasshoppers. You can plant corn out there, and the corn may get so high, but then the grasshoppers eat it up. And we didn't have much small grain either during the
Didn't
dirty
have
30s.
any.
But
Didn't have any.
I planted some, but they never mounted anything. Grasshoppers eat it up.
But you could still find food in stores. You could buy it.
Well, if it hadn't been Dad with his job as treasurer, we probably wouldn't have had this place left.
Yeah.
Because here, I'll tell you, when my dad and my mother moved here, it belonged to his folks, and he bought it, this farm, from his dad, and he mostly paid for it. But after I started, my dad passed away, and then after that, he bought this place from his folks. And, but when my dad passed away and then I had to take it over, he still owed the Federal Land Bank several $1,000s on this place. I and Elsie is the one that paid that off.
Oh, wow.
I paid it and Elsie helped. That's why we own it today.
Are you comfortable standing up? Do you need to sit down?
I think maybe
I'm
we
all
should.
right.
I think maybe we should go.
I'm all right for a little bit, but it makes my legs tired.
Yeah, let's sit down on the car.
We can go sit down. I don't want you to lean against these wires either. They're right behind you.
Oh.
You'll end up getting a shock like I did. Jumped my heart, I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Jamie, I don't know why you didn't get shot.
Well, he only touched one, I think.
Never walk up to the wire.
So these barns were built after the
Well,
house was finished? Or?
When my dad moved here, you see, he had a brother, Clarence, and Clarence went to Brookings College during the winter, and then he stayed here during the summer, and that granary out there, my dad and Clarence, his brother, built that granary, and he put, well, there was a little shed. Now that barn had just not much there either, but they put them sheds on the side and everything. So my dad and his brother done a lot of improvement on this place.
Now that new garage over there, that's brand new, right? That's the new...
That belongs to the guy.
The machine shed?
That machine shed is what it is now. It's for machinery. It belonged to Van Dyke, the one that owns this place now and operates this course. Built that. And another thing.
We're going to have a lot of better letters.
You can't really see. He had a well dug here. Now you see that pole there?
Yeah.
That's an operation for electricity.
Yep.
After he bought this place, he drilled a well. Now you see, the one trouble is, the last few years I was here, well, it don't show now, but over in there, I used to have a windmill there too, but they took it all out now and everything. But it was artesian well, and of course it gradually just you couldn't pump any water or anything with it. So the last 3, 4, 5 years I lived here, I had to go to Washington Springs. The tank was setting over in there, or I don't know where it's at now, but anyway, I had to go to Washington Springs and haul water from my cattle. All the time. Except, now I don't mean it all the time. Over in there is where we have, where that creek is where my dam is, see? And that's where the cattle in the summer months watered, of course.
Yeah.
But the winter time would freeze over, that's when I had to haul water. And I done that for several weeks.
What did you do, have a wagon?
Well, I had, that pickup.
Pickup, yeah.
That pickup is in his or in my wife's place. That green pickup sitting there.
Yeah.
I had a tank in there, and that's what I hauled water in. And it was convenience because I could go right over to Washington Springs over here, and they had the water, and all you had to do was pump it. You didn't pump it. You just had to pull a faucet in there and fill a tank. And I drove here. I had a good sized tank there. And just put it in the tank. I done that for the last 3-4 years I was here. That is, I mean, during the winter months. But during, whenever the tank, whenever that dam over there, during the summer months, there's always water in it. So that's where the cattle water.
Yeah.
Let's go sit down.
Except
I remember something.
when I had water, hauled water for the tank.
Let's go sit down.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
go. It's
Let's go.
long enough, Walt.
Yeah, let's go sit down in the car.
You don't want to spell here. That's what's going to happen. Well, go around the other side.
Yeah, come around the other way here. Still early in the day.
Well, here, Bradley, here's what I do then.
Well, I hope you have a nice trip home.
I think it'll be a
Here,
good
you
trip.
gotta turn that on.
It's been a great trip so far. Ah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah.
I saw the little brown cover for that in there, and
Where was the cover?
you had it this morning in the.
Did you get the
That's all
2
right.
watermelons in?
2.
Good. Bless your
Not
heart.
bad.
You sure did a good
Thanks
job
for
of that
everything.
too on this, and thank you for coming. And
We're gonna miss you
Jay, how
too.
much money did I
sure
owe?
that you.
Oh, I don't know right now.
Jay, do you see that? He went, he had it way up there and bounced off.
Off the backside out. The top rolled over.
I got a taco, Jay. That's mine.
1912.